This is estate planning attorney Jason Lindamood, and today I want to cover a particular type of probate called Muniment of Title. And what makes this probate different than regular probate is that it's only used in certain circumstances. It doesn't take quite as long to get through the probate pipeline, and it can be a helpful tool if the right circumstances warrant it. What I will call regular probate will typically take between 4 to 6 months, depending on the county and depending on the jurisdiction you're in. And the purpose of it is to do a few things. We need to get a probate court to name an executor if there's a will, and issue letters testamentary, which is a court order that banking institutions and other entities will readily accept since it's been signed by a judge. Then that executor, when we're talking about regular probate, will get to work on developing a list of assets and debts that the estate has, and then come back and report those findings to the court. They'll also then pay the debts out of the estate's assets, and ultimately their job is to distribute the remaining assets to the beneficiaries named in the will. So that's regular probate. Let's compare that to the Muniment of Title process, which is typically used for only a couple of certain things, one of which is to retitle real estate from the person who's deceased into the beneficiary's name that's been named in the will. It's simpler in that we are not asking the court to appoint an executor. Instead, we're simply asking the court to establish the validity of the will itself, which, when we file that order with the county clerk's real estate records department, along with a couple of other documents, should create and will create a clear chain of title that allows the beneficiaries of the will to transact on that property without any problems. So, title companies commonly see muniments of title, and they'll issue title insurance based on that, since it's relying on the court order that has already been issued. So if a loved one dies with a will, and the only thing we really need is to retitle their real estate into the beneficiary's name, and there are no unsecured debts that are outstanding by the person who's passed away, then probating the will as a muniment of title often takes less time and is typically a bit more cost efficient than having to go through a more conventional probate process. Anyway, that's about all I have for today. If you found this helpful, please feel free to share this video, like it, or leave a comment. Those are always greatly appreciated, and I'll talk to you again soon.